Hello, friends. Today is 27th September. Uh, all over the world, this day is celebrated or observed as World Tourism Day. It aims to raise awareness about the role of tourism internationally and to demonstrate how it affects social, cultural, political, and economic values worldwide. Ecotourism aligns very well with goals of World Tourism Day. Considering this, the Foundation for Ecological Welfare has decided to impart an understanding on ecotourism to nature lovers, to all those who love traveling, to all those who are involved in tourism industry, and to our graduate and postgraduate students. For imparting this understanding, Foundation for Ecological Welfare has invited Mr. Madhu Menon, who is a very senior and well-known environment educator and very senior and very experienced Ecotour organizer. Though many of us, especially those in Gujarat, know Mr. Madhuji very well, I would wish to share his professional profile with all of you. Let me read it out. Mr. Madhu Menon is an educator and communicator specializing in the fields of development and environment. He has worked with prestigious institutions like National Institute of Design, that is NID, Educational Multimedia Research Center, that is EMRC, Development and Educational Communication Unit, that is DECU, of Indian Space Research Organization ISRO, and Worldwide Fund for Nature India, WWF India. Madhuji has been recognized as the Ambassador of Peace by the Universal Peace Federation, which is an organization supported and promoted by the United Nations in appreciation of his efforts in combining environmental activities and international peace. Director of many social relevant documentary films, he was part of the team that won the Best Film Award at the International Nature Film Festival in Poland in 2002. He has been felicitated by CMS Vatavaran International Nature and Wildlife Film Festival for his contribution to environmental awareness and action in 2010. Madhuji is also an established author with several articles published regularly in leading newspapers and magazines. His latest published novel, Altitudinous Seekers and Secrets, is collaborative experiment with 9 co-writers, trustee of many educational and social NGOs like Anala, Sanchetana, Vivekananda School, and Asia Charitable Trust, which runs Asia English School, JG International School, and JG University. Madhuji is also a visiting faculty to several universities, including Gujarat University and National Institute of Mass Communication. Mr. Madhu Menon holds a master's degree in developmental communication, and he holds BSc degree, that is degree in science, bachelor's degree in science. He has also undergone postgraduate program in environment and ecology. So we are really fortunate to have such a learned and such an experienced environmental educator with us. Here we have considered to keep the format of this session as question answer discussion, that is discussion based on question answers. So let's start. So welcome, Madhuji. It is wonderful that you are with us today. So actually, Foundation for Ecological Welfare is really fortunate to have him today. And Madhuji, I'm really grateful to you that you spared time for us.
Get the same feeling here also. See,
Okay.
Sharing the knowledge is always nice.
Madhuji, I want to ask that how did you start your journey? Means before diving into other aspects of ecotourism, I'm curious about your personal journey in this field. As environment educator, as ecotourism expert, and you have been conducting a lot of nature camps also. So, how your journey started? That will be nice for viewers also. Okay.
See, when I go back, when you ask such question, I feel that yes, there must be a reason for what I am today. Okay. Most probably, I was born in a remote village where I had a lot of birds around, trees around. I had my own river flowing next to me. I had the liberty to jump into it and enjoy it, which
Wow.
I find it's difficult to explain. But when I shifted to a big city like Ahmedabad, it was a terrific experience for me. You know,
Okay.
I
Right.
lost most of the most important thing when I go out, it is traffic. It is heavy traffic. You have to be careful about moving around. But I had the full freedom to move around the whole day.
Okay.
So that must have kept no affected me as a
Okay.
child. But
Okay.
I grew up in Ahmedabad, the big city, but I lost my village. So that must be the reason for me to be in this field. That's why I conclude. I think that must be the reason. No.
Okay.
And I started feeling, no, my trees are not around, my birds are not around. I must have gone in search of them outside Ahmedabad.
Okay.
Yes, that
Right.
happened. And I got a group of very good friends to join me as
Okay.
young group of,
Okay.
I'm an Ahmedabadi, from Ahmedabad. So I could relate to something. We traveling to Ahmedabad to Gandhinagar, the nearest that capital city was in the making, and
Yeah.
so we used to cycle from
Oh,
Ahmedabad to Gandhinagar, and there
wow.
was a place called Indroda. Now it is famous,
Yeah.
Indroda Nature
Nature
Park.
park. Yeah.
Yes, so
Yeah.
we used to stop there and stay back there for a day or night and water the trees around that nature park was coming. And
Okay.
that connected the youngsters. We were all around 19, 20, 21 kind of age.
Okay.
And that time we felt no, we need to reconnect with these elements. That is very important.
All
And
right.
we sat together and decided no, we need to do something. Ahmedabad needs to have a kind of group
Right.
which will say that we need to go back to nature. And that
Okay.
was the time WWF was active, not the
Okay.
wrestling group, not the wrestling group, Worldwide Fund for Nature India.
Right.
And
Right.
as a young boy, I got the first job to be part of WWF. That
Okay.
changed everything. Very frankly, Ketan, that changed everything in my life also.
Oh,
I got
wow.
into wildlife and nature in a different way, thanks to WWF.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So, Madhuji, today is, I think, International Tourism Day,
Yeah,
uh, 27 September.
yes.
Now, tourism is very old word. It is very,
It's the
it is,
oldest profession. It's the oldest
yeah,
profession.
yeah. But today's, in the modern times, I feel that there is another buzzword called ecotourism.
Yes.
So, may I know from you that where is the distinction line between ecotourism and tourism? So that was my curiosity.
Okay. See, tourism, as I said just now, it's the oldest profession, definitely.
Okay.
I think people must got into a curiosity of knowing what is outside. No, I'm living within this village. I'm living within this town. I'm living within this confinement and want to go out. What is there outside? That curiosity must have driven the people to go out.
Yeah. Okay.
And that started tourism. Okay. That's the history of tourism. In a nutshell, it is the tourism.
Okay.
It must have happened in Europe, in the developed countries. And when it comes to India also, people wanted to see what is outside. So I say
Right.
the curiosity created tourism. Now, when you talk about ecotourism,
Yes.
Frankly, Ketan, I would like to say that it is not. A lot of people thought when we say eco tourism, it is
Okay.
no economically cheap tourism, eco tourism, no, where things are cheap and go.
Yes.
No, this is actually a different concept altogether, where we say that yes, we need to see the different ecosystems and what is happening around and all, but without disturbing the conditions.
Okay.
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 So personally, I prefer to say that it should be called not just ecotourism, should be called responsible tourism.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
You become a tourist, but be responsible wherever you go.
I see. Okay.
So my idea of tourism, ecotourism is that please go see whatever you want to around, see a beautiful waterfall. You roam around the mountains, trek on the mountain, go
Okay.
hiking, get into the lake and do. But you should be responsible what you do. So
Okay.
that is ecotourism for me. So I prefer to call it not just ecotourism, responsible tourism.
Okay.
That's kind of difference I create. Tourism
Right.
is a business. There are
Yes.
five-star hotels. You'll get all the
Oh, yes.
facilities. You'll be people to come and say, Hanji, what you want, kind of thing.
Yes.
Wherein, when it comes to ecotourism, responsible tourism, you explore. You are
Okay.
keen. You are keen on more seeing on the nature side of it. What
Okay.
exactly outside? It is not the luxury part of it. It is more
Right.
exploration.
Right.
That's my that's my
Okay.
clarity.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very nice.
yeah,
Madhuji, there is another phrase called nature camps, right?
yes,
So,
yes.
is there any connection between this nature camps and ecotourism, or it is not necessary? Because I was understanding ecotourism is always in some natural places. Is that so, or any connection between nature camping and ecotourism?
Yes, in a way, there is a direct connection between both. Okay. See, nature camping has started in India in 1980s, in the early
Okay,
80s.
okay,
As I said, I was part of WWF, and I had a good mentor like late Sri Kumar Kachar, who introduced me to the mountains,
yes,
small
yes,
mountains and the
right,
Himalayas.
right,
There were such teachers
okay,
who had the clarity about what is nature and what is conservation.
okay,
Okay.
okay,
Yeah. So definitely that was part of education, not it was not part of two. It was not kind of tourism. It was more to
okay,
know about what is nature, what are the elements.
I
Wherein,
see.
very frankly, I say that I learned that we all are alive. We all are enjoying this place because there is only life on this earth. That was the first learning. The only
Okay,
earth. When you say the earth happens because life sustains on this planet because of the combination of five elements. And my
okay,
first teaching was why why this a combination of these five elements of air, water, soil, sunlight, and the
right,
space all of us occupy.
okay,
And what are you doing it? My teacher asked me, what are you doing to it? You are not doing the
okay,
right thing. So that was the learning and that was the awareness. What we are doing to the basic
right,
elements is not the
okay,
right thing. And our Buzurglok, our elders
yes, yes,
taught us
okay,
we are on this planet because of these basic elements and we are made up of it and we are going to be up.
right, right,
Now,
right,
this is a fantastic teaching. देखिए आप भी किसी को बोलेंगे तो इससे फिलोसफी है
जी,
अरे यू आर टॉकिंग फिलोसफी
जी,
सो आई कीप टेलिंग माय चिल्ड्रन नो this also science.
okay,
Science has proved that unless until there's a combination of these five elements, nothing is
जी,
going to happen on this earth.
okay,
So, is it your responsibility to take care of these elements?
right, right,
So, this turned to be a natural education camp.
okay,
very frankly, a student from a big urban conditions where they are born and brought up, like Ahmedabad, Baroda,
Right.
Bombay, Delhi,
Okay.
Calcutta, they had no connectivity to the elements.
Oh,
So
yes.
these camps were actually diverted to us, taking them to these elements and tell them, you are because of this. And
Very
it is your
important.
responsibility to be,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
concerned. So I
Yes.
think that's the basic difference.
Correct.
These camps were an educational program, and ecotourism was more appreciating and enjoying what you have. Okay,
Okay.
nothing wrong in it.
Yeah.
So I frankly feel that's a very good combination of ecotourism and
Okay.
the education part of it. That's
Okay.
my way of saying that.
No, this is wonderful. Right.
Hmm. Yes.
Madhuji, you told that people want to travel, but why people want to travel in such natural areas, right? Natural ecosystems. So I am asking in a particular sense of ecotourism now.
Okay.
So and first thing is, do they like? That is my. I should ask that first. Do they
Hmm.
like to visit natural areas, or they like to go into the big cities and all those things?
There are two ways of thinking. I see a lot of people going to Dubai to
Yeah,
see
many.
to the most wonderful things what money can create. I have
Okay.
been to Dubai. I
Okay.
try to dive from the seventh floor to. I think this the same thing can happen. You get into your own, natural surrounding, but they have
Okay.
created an kind of thing. So, but that is not natural. So a lot of people go for seeing what our technology can create and the money can create.
Right.
But I say that most of the people would like to see the natural creations, like the mountains, the snow-clad mountains, the
Right.
valleys, you
Yes.
know, and the deserts. Even if you go to Dubai, I think the most fascinating thing is actually natural desert than
Okay.
the artificially created diving space in a mall.
Right. Right. Okay.
But there are two kind of people. I don't mind people enjoying that also, going to Dubai and getting into a dive in
Yeah.
a mall,
Yeah.
or getting into uh, a better place where its natural things are there.
Okay.
Most of the people are fascinated by the natural things.
Okay.
So, yes, people go to both the things.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. Even
Uh,
even if you think people still go to the monuments which was
Yeah.
created by
Yes.
humans, it's
Yes.
not natural. Like I
Right.
was fascinated very recently by seeing Konark. It was fantastic. I was fascinated in Odisha. Very few people must have explored, but the uh, Surya Mandir there,
Mm.
Konark is something
Okay.
marvelous.
Yeah.
Human created,
Okay.
not natural. But
Not.
okay, that's
Yes.
also fascinating. That's also part of tourism. And that
Right.
also
Right.
can be ecotourism, like understanding your own history, your own heritage, right?
That is also important. Yes.
It's very important. Very important.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Have you experienced that young minds are more attracted towards this nature camping and ecotourism? What are the different categories of people in the society who are fascinated by this ecotourism or nature camping? So I think students, young people, they definitely constitute a very good category of nature camping people or ecotourists. But are there any other categories, or no, there are no such categories, anything like that?
There are categories, very frankly. See,
Okay.
where we are taking children to a different place, it is more
Okay.
on interpretation. Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
like it is not natural history, it is not wildlife, it is not the excitement of. Uh, I'll tell you that when we take a group of young children to say uh, Mount Abu, okay,
Yeah.
nearest
Okay.
mount, it is not on the what we say the facilities over there. It is more
Right.
like the Aravali. No, now we start telling about you are on a mountain range, which is the oldest in the
Yes. Definitely.
I'm sorry, the oldest in the history. No, it is
Yes.
the oldest in all this earth.
Yes. Yes.
Aravalli is the oldest mountain range in the world,
Yes. Yes.
and
Definitely.
you are on it, and you should feel that you are becoming part of something so old, much
Very
before you,
important.
much before you happened. Now,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
the feeling I say I can inculcate. Okay, you
That's
are on
wonderful.
just on a mountain. It is
Yeah.
part of the oldest mountain. It happens
Yes.
much before you happened. Now,
Right. Right.
this
Right.
must be creating a different feeling in our children,
Wonderful. Yes.
which I think is very important to
Correct.
tell them
Correct.
that. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
and also to connect with that. These are the more important thing that what you have at
Yeah.
home, your bungalow, your facilities. This
Yeah.
is what actually the thing which created you also. Now,
Yes.
as I said, sometimes it sounds a bit philosophical, but this is the fact.
Right. Right.
लेकिन वो कब होगा, ये बात कब हो सकती है, when आप खुद आपका मेरा बच्चा है और आपका बच्चा जो उनके साथ कनेक्ट कर पाए,
Right. Right. Right.
वो मौका actually I think this are the kind of thing we should parents should give their children,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
and parents fail to do so we take over it. We say that no, let me take your son
Okay.
and hold his hand and climb the mountain and say this is no, this is the
Okay.
connectivity.
Right. Right.
I think that's what we are trying to do.
Yeah. मधु जी, आप बच्चों की बात तो कर रहे हैं, लेकिन व्हाट अबाउट देयर पेरेंट्स? वो भी इको टूरिस्ट होते हैं कि नहीं होते हैं? मतलब डू दे लाइक?
Frankly, Ketan, we tried
Okay.
a group which promote tourism and ecotourism
Yes.
and camping. Anala has been trying to, but there's a
Okay.
block. Maybe it may be my block and my people's block.
Okay.
When it comes to adult, after certain age, you stop learning
Right.
most
That
of
is
the
an
time.
unfortunate fact.
And also,
Yes.
yes. And also the learning part is getting in a difficult
Yes.
thing. And also, once you reach a certain level, you are more important how I can make mean of my money.
Yeah.
The money spent is should be.
Okay.
नहीं जैसे अपने colloquial language में बोलते हैं कि मैं पैसा खर्च कर रहा हूँ वसूल होना चाहिए.
Was
No?
right.
मैंने खर्चा किया वो वसूल हो रहा है कि नहीं? No,
Right.
it is what spending.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, what spending is getting the more facilities and kind of.
Okay.
So this is what I felt with adults. They look into that part of it. I'm not generalizing.
Yeah.
There are
But yeah.
normal cases happens. Adults
Right.
find out मेरा पैसे का वसूल हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा.
वसूल होना चाहिए.
When it
Yes.
comes,
Right.
when it comes to children, definitely we have a planned way of doing it, and we
Okay.
don't talk about money. We don't allow them to talk money. We say
Okay.
that your parents must have spent money for sending you,
Okay.
but with a purpose. Okay.
Right.
So
Okay.
your purpose is to get connected with the elements around
Excellent.
and understand that. So
Right.
that's the basic difference. So we are not much into adult kind of. This is a kind of issue what we face.
Okay.
हमारा जो पूरा हमारा जो मतलब जो है मकसद जो है वो पहुंच नहीं पा रहे हैं हम.
जी जी जी.
Then when we are handling adults.
Okay. Okay.
Then okay, as a business definitely we have to continue. अगर बोल रहे कि चलो हम 50 जन हैं हमको घुमाने ले जाओ.
माने ले जाओ.
घुमाने ले वो
Right.
घुमाने ले जाना होता है. वो घुमाने
Right.
ले जाना होता है. Wherein
अच्छा, अच्छा.
उनका पूरा पर्पस ही होता है कि ठीक है घूम के आया
Right.
और आया ठीक है. So that's the basic
Right.
difference. My own personal experience.
Right.
It is good. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Madhuji, you initially said that you had worked for WWF, Worldwide Fund for Nature,
Yeah.
right? So, in a way, you were connected to wildlife in your early days.
Yes.
So, is there any connection between ecotourism and wildlife? And does ecotourism benefit wildlife conservation, which is a very important activity? So, is there any connection between ecotourism and wildlife? And my second question is, Does ecotourism benefit or help wildlife conservation?
Yes, there's a very direct connection between ecotourism and wildlife conservation. See, there was,
Okay.
if you remember, there was a moratorium on people visiting tiger reserves maybe a
Okay.
few years
Mhm.
back.
Okay.
And I very strictly said, no, that is not the right way. Because
That's
I feel that people should be able to come and see the majestic tiger in its own natural habitat. Then
okay.
only they will value the need to protect that place. अगर
Right.
आप किसी को देखने भी नहीं दोगे, राइट, अगर
Right.
आप टाइगर क्या है नेचुरल आप जू में ही जाके देखो, यू आर नॉट अलाउड टू सी देम इन द नेचुरल हैबिटेट, how can
Okay.
you appreciate or how can you say that no, this forest need to be protected?
Yes.
So I'm for ecotourism because conservation,
Yeah.
especially wildlife conservation, can happen only when people see the wildlife.
Right. Right.
Okay. And allowing them to see the wildlife in natural habitat is very important.
Okay.
So that is the role of ecotourism.
Right.
Now, what tourism is happening, I will not comment just now when you
No,
ask.
actually, actually, that was my next question. Means nowadays we see a lot of people go to sanctuaries and national parks. Then they get a nice wildlife safari. They go into gypsies, and then they are overloaded with the idea of seeing some tiger or some other charismatic animal. So, is it a good idea to conduct tourism in protected areas? Because I have also visited such areas, and as soon as somebody sees some tiger resting here or some rhino is foraging, so all the gypsies will gather there, and people will, they many times they act very crazy. They appear very crazy. So, do you support this kind of what not support, but what is your opinion about this?
Yeah,
Say,
you said
means
that.
doing tourism in protected areas. Yeah, sorry.
No, no. You said, do you support? No, support का सवाल नहीं होता है.
नहीं, support.
See, what is happening wrong is that a lot of people are getting into protected areas and wildlife and tiger reserves only with a single agenda. That
Exactly.
is to see the big
Big cat. Yeah.
animal.
Some
Okay.
charismatic thing. Yeah.
Yes. And the moment, and unfortunately, all our guides and the forest department people are trained to show them the
Yeah.
ultimate.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
they are already creating and the ultimate. You are getting into this protected area to see tiger. Okay.
Yeah.
But I say we need to change that narrative, saying that, yes, this is a protected area for tiger.
Okay.
But you are going to see another 100 varieties of wildlife.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you should be excited.
Right.
Our guide should be able to show a serpent eagle sitting on top of the tree and say, no, but that is not happening. I have been experienced this sad thing whenever I go. Even I've been going to Gir Forest since
Yeah.
my childhood. Okay.
Okay.
But still, when I go, my guide, whoever is being appointed to me, the first thing is that you should not get down from the jeep. Okay, this, that. And the entire concentration is to show you line. I
Lion. Yes.
keep telling my guide, please show me all other things also. No, show me birds, show me other things. But no,
Right.
it never happens. The only thing is that somehow he'll try to, it's been located, lion, and the moment you see lion, even the passengers, even the visitors are all fine. See, Joel, things they clear. Chalo. Now, there is a difference. We need to create a kind of thing. That is what we are doing with children.
Okay.
When we take children to Gir Forest, we say that Gir Forest is the only abode of Asiatic lion. Nowhere
Okay.
else you can see Asiatic lion. And
Yeah.
I also use the word, it is endemic to Gir Forest. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Now, even I explained that what is endemic to them,
Endemic. Yeah.
and that's learning. And I say, please don't be disappointed when you come back without seeing a lion. But because it is a chance, seeing a wildlife is not a guaranteed thing.
Yeah.
But go observe that, see the ecosystem. Why lion is sustaining on this place? Because it's the same, no prey
Okay.
base for them, and there are
Right.
spotted deers around. There are other kind of animals. Now, so slowly the attention is not on that prime animal. It's not
Yeah.
that charismatic animal around. It should
Yeah.
be the forest. It should be the biodiversity of that place. Now
Yes.
that is not happening. Now that's the major issue. So we are trying to
Okay.
say that don't give that kind of. Now there are people who want to pay to
Yes.
see only the tiger, and the moment the tiger, let's go. If they got a chance to see it within 2 minutes, they will definitely say, chalo, chalo, let's go back.
Okay.
That is happening. So somewhere we need to say that the holistic thing about
Okay.
wildlife,
Right.
wherein we say that a caterpillar is also a
Oh
wildlife
yes.
part of it.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. From a caterpillar, a wonderful butterfly will come out.
Yes.
Now,
Yes. Yes.
that is the excitement we have to create among
Right.
the tourists.
Yeah.
That need kind of a different training. So the
Right.
moment you
Right.
get into a protected area, that person should be oriented towards seeing a variety of wildlife forms instead of the animal
Just
that
tiger or lion. Okay. Right.
that's what I feel like.
Do local communities get benefited by our ecotourism activity, and do local ecosystems get benefited by our activity, ecotourism activity?
In fact, Ketan, I think that is the most important thing in ecotourism.
Oh, I see.
Ecotourism,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Whether you miss it or maybe it is the prime thing.
Yeah.
For me also, when we say ecotourism or responsible tourism, it is actually target to the locals. If
Oh,
I'm taking 100 people to the Himalaya, I say
right.
Manali that I take.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
If that is not going to benefit the people there, no, then that is not the ecotourism. So my clarity is that when I'm creating something in Manali, it should
Okay.
be benefiting the local people the most, including the local uh, किराना वाला दुकान जो है जहाँ
हाँ
से हम सब्जी लेते हैं जहाँ से जो
जी।
चीजें लेते हैं
हाँ
वो
जी।
दुकानदार से लेकर जो
बराबर।
इंस्ट्रक्टर्स हमारा है जो
जी।
those who are conducting the adventure activities, trekking and hiking and
जी।
snow trekking, all they should be the locals who are trained. And that happened.
Okay.
And if that not happening, that's not ecotourism. So my way of ecotourism definition is that the maximum benefit should go to the locals
Okay.
and we should be able to generate livelihood for the locals there. See,
Okay.
it is again Mahatma Gandhi's final thing. Like, no, people should not leave their village.
Yeah.
If you can create something in the village,
Yeah.
they need not come and end
There's
up
no
in the
need. Yeah.
slums in the cities.
Correct.
Right?
Correct. Correct. Yeah.
So this particular tourism should be able to sustain uh, livelihood where it's happening. मनाली छोड़ना नहीं पड़ेगा वहाँ के यंगस्टर्स को वहीं उनको मिल
अच्छा.
जाते हैं. That is
Oh, right.
ecotourism. I
Yes.
believe in
Okay.
it. So if you can
Okay.
provide even few livelihood to the local people, yes, you are doing something. Because you are coming from the urban area like Mumbai and Kolkata and Ahmedabad, you are spending the money. That money spent should be for the local people there.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
That's my way of interpreting ecotourism. Yes,
right. Right.
absolutely. It should be beneficial to the
Yeah.
local people first.
Yeah.
You may make
Okay.
money.
Yeah.
That's fine. But there should be a percentage of that money should be going back to the
Okay.
locals.
Okay.
You asked a right question, in fact. Yeah, I'm happy
Right.
that
Right.
you.
And Madhuji, does this ecotourism activity benefits local ecosystems also? And I have got some indication from your conversation that yes, it must be, because when you go to Aravali, when you take students to Aravali and you say that you are standing on the oldest mountain range, so that creates a connection of a young person with that kind of ecosystem, and then he would naturally love that ecosystem, and उसको सिखाना नहीं पड़ेगा कि इसको कंजर्व करना है वगैरह. So it
Exactly.
definitely,
Exactly.
yes, that's true.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
have a
Now,
different. Yeah.
yeah, please carry on.
Yeah. What I understand is that, like, again, on a local level, we take, yes, the most famous protected area is Gir in Gujarat. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So we have been taking so many people there. Okay. And there's a local system which has been developed. People have started realizing that a lot of people coming here, they have to create,
Yeah.
basic facilities like restaurants and kind of thing. And they all understood that, or they all must be understanding that this all happened because of the lion there.
Okay. Right.
So unless until the lion is there and the habitat and the kind of is that, this will not happen. Right?
Yes.
So this is the kind of direct connectivity. ये जो है इसलिए हमारा जो तरक्की हो रहा.
Correct. Yeah.
Now, if we can bring that is, there will be local pressure on the authorities even to protect the natural environment or whatever they have. So I see that thing happening in everywhere, wherever I take children and I take people.
Okay.
Because, yes, people realize, yes, this is a beautiful place. This need to be protected. Now they come back and happily live after in the urban forest.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
But those who are benefited because of you visiting that place, they think that, oh, more and more people are coming because I have this waterfall. Just imagine, there's a waterfall.
That's true.
This waterfall, yes, this is attracting so many people from so many different places.
Yeah.
So this waterfall should be there. Now that is a local pressure happening.
Okay.
The local villagers coming to a connect. इसको प्रोटेक्ट करना हमारा काम है. इसका वजह से हमारा रोजी रोटी चल. This is a beautiful connectivity. Okay. So I think the conservation element should happen from both the sides. The people visiting and coming back and appreciating it, taking photographs, writing about that. Facebook में बता दिया मैंने ये देख लिया. Right. But more and more people coming to my village only to see what I have. Okay?
That's true. Yeah.
And I create a kind of situation where I need to protect this because, yes, then only people come and everything. Now, this is a kind of a beautiful situation. I prefer this should happen every day.
Okay.
My natural surrounding should be protected because of that I'm earning. Okay, my economic situation is changing because people are coming to see what I have. I never realized what importance my village has.
Yeah.
And suddenly they're realizing, oh, people are coming to see this. Everything is happening because of that. They started creating entrepreneurship. They started maybe a small shop here and there and all. And also the big thing happening like 5-star hotels and other things. So suddenly my small thing got attracted by so many people. So I will go out of the way and protect that. Now, this is the concept I would like to tell you. Yes. Appreciate what you have. And things will happen. That's a process. No? This is what, whenever I go to new places, like, when I went to Konark, I realized, my God, so many people are coming from all over the world. And even the local boys trying to talk English and French to me, trying to say that, no, okay, sir, come, this is that. And all. Now, this is what? And they realize, oh, खंडात बड़ा था, कुछ किसी को पता नहीं था, वो चीज को इतना वैल्यू है.
इतने सारे लोग आ गए, right?
इतने लोग आ रहे हैं. दूर से लोग आ रहे हैं. Now there's a direct, as you asked, there's a direct connectivity with that.
Okay.
This is what we say. Yes. So I talked about not only monuments. It's same with wildlife sanctuaries and national parks, all protected places.
Okay.
In Gujarat also, we have a wildlife tourism happening, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that wildlife tourism is happening, and all these wildlife sanctuaries in and around people are getting benefited. And when they
Right.
realize we are getting benefited because of this animal,
Yeah.
if it is in Vellav there also, people come from all over the world to see the black buck
Blackbird.
because
Yeah.
that is again endemic.
Yeah.
And this is the only place where you can see all the raptors together,
Yes.
right? The only place we can observe
Any
that kind of
harriers.
thing
Yeah.
happening. So
Right.
the locals are now aware. I've been roaming around that place. They say that, no, it's all only because of this animal.
Correct.
Now,
Correct.
now they see that animal in a different perspective. It is not just an animal for them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is that animal has become kind of life-giving and
Right.
uh,
Right. Right.
everything. Their economy, their status, their livelihood is
Their
connected.
livelihood is supported. Yes, that's true.
Livelihood is
Agree.
supported by that animal. So that
Correct.
animal needs to be there. Now,
Yes.
that is the kind of thing created by tourism. And
Yes.
so
Madhuji,
I
you
feel that
just
should
yeah,
happen.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You just mentioned about social media. So I
Yeah.
want to ask you, how do you see social media in the field of ecotourism? Is it a taboo, or is it a good thing, or it is according to one's perception? How
Yes, there's two sides for it.
okay, plus and minus.
I'm a media practitioner, which I didn't mention about. I'm trained as a filmmaker. That's my
Okay,
profession. Okay.
okay, okay,
I've been working with National Institute of Design as a filmmaker. I
okay,
got into this because of my passion. So I know media very well. It has got two sides. When
okay,
we talk about the latest social media, definitely the positive side is that a lot of people are expressing something totally new, never explored. This is
okay,
something worth seeing, and people going there. Okay,
okay. Mhm,
this must be happening. At the same
mhm,
time, someone must be saying that there's a beautiful uh, nesting place of Sarah's claim.
mhm.
I have these are the photos I have taken with the uh, nest or eggs in the nest. Now that may create a lot of people may get in there, and
Yes,
that can be a
yeah,
negative impact too. So
yeah.
somewhere is called everything is again you need to understand what is your
I think
responsibility.
that your word, that responsibility is again important. So
Important.
yeah,
So I keep is saying that you should be responsible.
yes.
Okay,
Then
for
social media is not bad then. Yeah,
not bad, not
if,
bad.
yeah, that's
If
true.
you keep that restraint,
Yeah,
I might have come across a nesting Sarah's crane couple, but I should not tell to the world it is
yeah.
there. Okay, you have seen it, fine. Okay. Now
Okay,
that much restraint you have to take in the interest of the birth
right,
of
right.
the animal or the conservation. That is something what yeah.
Yeah. Today I got wonderful lessons from you that ecotourism is mainly about responsibility. How do
Yes,
you behave in ecosystem? So you have, yeah, I got it. Um,
yes,
um, I think you are a environmental educator, right? And you are also an entrepreneur. So how? Sorry to be a bit personal again. How do you evaluate yourself? How do you justify your role as these two things?
yes. Frankly, Ketan, I never thought to be in this field. Okay, as I
Okay,
said, academically, I'm a trained media person. I was a
okay,
busy documentary filmmaker.
okay,
But my interest was always in environment. So most of my films, documentary things were environment and socially related thing.
okay,
But
okay.
definitely, when I become part of Anala, the organization, as one
Yeah.
of the founder members. Yes, it was a kind of hobby for all of us. But slowly we realized, unless and you make it sustainable,
Yeah,
to make it sustainable, you need to have funds. No, you need money to operate.
yeah, it is
This was
necessary.
very frankly, it was my personal realization that when I was a young boy, I was doing all this because I had good enough money from home. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
But finally, as and when we are growing up, we realize, no, we need to have our own money. And
Yeah.
I started losing a lot of good people within the group. They all
Okay.
said, okay, no. Okay. Then I said, okay, no, we need money. We
Okay.
need to create funds to continue with what you are doing. And you
Okay.
have to generate.
Okay.
Now, my clarity was that when you ask or get money from any source, there will be definitely string attached to. No?
Okay.
Then
Mm.
definitely someone is giving you money and he or she will insist this is the way you should do. So I
Right.
want to keep my freedom, no,
Okay.
what I am doing.
Okay.
So I said I should generate my own.
Yes.
Now,
That's important.
and this is the ethos of Gujarat I learned. Being a person brought up in Gujarat, I realized that no, Gujarat has a beautiful ethos. You need to create job, not ask for job.
Okay.
So somewhere I realized, this can be a job creating thing.
Okay.
So I got into something where I started creating wealth out of it so
Right.
that I could get right people to work with me.
Correct.
And I realized, yes, this can be an entrepreneurship. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Ecotourism, natural camping. When I took my mentor's name, like Kumar Kasser, who introduced me into this field,
Yes.
and WWF, I realized, yes, why not we charge people to have this kind of an experience? So
Right. That's
finally, we end up giving a beautiful experience, a kind of awareness, and also contribution to conservation. All this
yes.
happen with your money. I take money from you, and I think not to be apologetic. Yes, why not? I'm doing
Yeah.
a good thing, and why can't
Yes.
I earn out of it? And
Right.
I had to earn to continue with that. So
Yeah. I
slowly,
agree.
I get got out of my profession of filmmaking and thing. I more and more got into it, and I found yes, it can be a good entrepreneurship, and
Okay.
we successful, and
Okay.
maybe very frankly, we the Anala Outdoors, which I operate, must be
Yeah.
the largest camping company in the country. No,
Okay.
we
Okay.
support more than 100 people on livelihood, and wherever we
Right.
go, we employ so many local people. So
Okay.
I think yes, what I tried to do was a good thing with my
Yeah.
knowledge and my kind of. So yeah,
Definitely. Yes.
that's the
Yes.
combination of my passion, supported my great friends,
Yeah.
and I decided if you want to run this, we need to have
Yes.
money, and that money is generated from the same
Right. Right.
beneficiaries. So nothing
Nothing
wrong
wrong.
in
It is
that.
rather it is
So
very
we have
balanced
a
approach. Yeah.
it's a
That's
balanced approach. Yes, yes.
Madhuji.
Now, so the only
Yeah.
difference that we stand for a kind of there's an ideology behind it. There's a very
Concept.
clear-cut
Right.
concept around it, and we have something called Anubhav Experiential Learning Program, which is for children,
Okay.
specially planned, which is also charged. So we are going a
Correct.
kind of good thing, and we earn
Yes. Yes.
enough
Why
to
not? I agree.
continue with that.
Why not?
And why not?
That's true.
Why not?
So, in
Yeah.
continuation of this, I would like to ask, uh, how are the business opportunities in this field of ecotourism? And should one go for that business in ecotourism, or is that a wrong term?
I think nothing wrong in saying it's a business.
In a
Okay,
way, it is a business. Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
business. As I said, it's an
Right.
entrepreneurship. It's but only thing I want people saying that unless and you have a passion for
Okay.
it, don't get
Right.
into it. Don't take it just as another
Yes. Yes.
business. You put X amount of money and you get X amount of no 3x amount or 5x amount of
Correct.
money back. No, unless and you have a
Yeah.
passion for it. If you don't understand what is environment, ecology,
Yes.
conservation, the
Correct.
need of wildlife and all, please don't get into it. Okay,
Correct.
there should be a passion, and
Yes.
it's a combination of passion and business.
Okay. Okay.
So there is still a lot of scope. And a
Okay.
lot of people are there. It's happening now. There are dedicated people, 100% expert in wildlife,
Okay.
having a homestay or maybe
Okay.
a resort.
Right. Yep.
It's really happening. And most
Okay.
of the good wildlife resorts are managed by passionate wildlifers.
That is
You can
wonderful.
go
Yeah.
you
Yes.
can go anywhere in the world. Most of the best wildlife resorts are managed by people who have a passion for
Action
wildlife.
for that. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
Uh,
should be. It should be.
yes. Okay. Madhuji, last question. What is
Please.
your message to the people who want to do business of ecotourism and the people who want to participate in ecotourism activity? Both the sides, people who want to do ecotourism as entrepreneurs and
Hmm.
people who want to go for ecotourism as their hobby or in short, participating in that as a camping person or ecotourist. So both the sides.
Uh,
What is your message for them?
okay. If you are just a passionate uh, person who want to see what is happening all around and the surrounding, as a visitor or a tourist, you should have an open mind,
Okay.
and you should be able to find wonders happening in nature. Okay. Very small thing. Don't expect a line to cross your way, but expect a wonderful, never seen kind of a butterfly, flying around and moving around.
Right.
And maybe finding a small caterpillar crossing over and understanding that this caterpillar may become a beautiful butterfly. And
Yes.
that is what happening in nature. The one
Okay.
days, the
Right.
kind of one day is happening. So look out in nature for miracles happening actually. No, you don't
Oh,
have to
lovely.
expect
Yeah.
miracles. I think
Lovely.
you just move around in a forest, you'll see miracles all around.
Lovely.
But
Yeah.
you have to have a kind of,
Yeah. That kind.
you should have an approach kind of thing.
Oh, देखने का नजरिया
Expectation
होना चाहिए. Yeah.
नजरिया होना चाहिए. You should
Right.
have a
Right.
perspective for that, what is
जी.
happening. Okay.
Right.
When you see a waterfall, you should understand this waterfall is happening there because rain's happening elsewhere, snow
Oh,
melting
yes.
somewhere. So it
Yes.
is a combination, and you just wonder about, my God, what is
Yes.
happening. Then
Yes.
that sensitivity के साथ आप जाइए, so you'll have a
जी.
good time. Okay.
Right. Right.
And if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to make a business out of it,
Yeah.
please have this again sensitivity that my money is coming because this waterfall is still there. Okay.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
And it is still there because rain happenings up
Very,
there or snow melting somewhere
very
else.
nice.
So that also should continue with,
Correct.
then only my business will grow.
Excellent.
So you should contribute to that.
Yeah.
And whoever coming to you as a visitor, you should be able to sensitize that person, whether it's a
Correct.
child or an
Yeah.
elder person. They should go back with I have a responsibility. So
Okay.
keeping a waterfall alive is equally my responsibility as an entrepreneur, as a visitor, as a layman person. Okay.
Okay.
ये अगर sensitivity आप ला सकते हैं तो there will be a beautiful balance.
Definitely.
This is
Yes.
what I say. Okay, you be an entrepreneur, make business out of, but have
Yeah.
clarity. It's not just
Yeah.
money.
That's
You cannot eat currency. Finally, you can
correct.
eat
Yes.
what the nature produces
Right.
and have respect for those who produce it, like the farmers. I think the most respectable person on this earth is the farmers who create things for you, especially for
Correct.
urban people like us.
Okay.
No? And it all happens because there is a balance in nature. Please don't
Okay.
try to disturb it. Without disturbing it, whatever you do, that's fine. Then it
Okay.
can be.
Right. Right. That was wonderful message, Madhuji, and lot of viewers will be benefited by your ideas and your lot of your experience, because whatever you have said, it is totally based on your own experience and your own long journey in this field. And
Yes.
once again, I thank you, Madhuji, and
Nice.
in future also we will try to connect with you if you are.
We should continue the dialogue. Let's
Very nice.
continue the. Let's just consider this at the beginning. We have
Okay.
known each other since a long time, but we should work together.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Bye.
Namaste. Yeah.
Okay.